Welcome everyone, Doc here with Eyes Wide Shot Gaming, and today we are happy to bring you a video that goes over if you should dive into Palworld. Before we start this video, I'd like to remind you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all of your Palworld gameplay and announcements. The game is set in an open world populated with animal-like creatures known as pals. The players can battle and capture pals in order to use them for base building, traversal, and combat. Palworld allows us to customize our character in a multitude of ways, as well as change our voice and character overall design. Once booting up the game, you get a sense that Palworld is a mixture of Ark in regards to building, Pokemon in the sense that we capture animal-like creatures for battles and kinship, as well as perhaps a sprinkle of any of the hundreds of survival games we've went through over our gaming careers. The first hour is filled with wonder and curiosity at every stone, branch, and pal. We are introduced to the building mechanic of Palworld in a gentle manner that lets us evolve our understanding of this new pixelated world. The UI in this game is very easy to figure out and use. The graphics don't tell us to call home, but they do remind us of a simpler time in our lives. And the gameplay itself lets us truly unveil our exploratory side with vast lands that are just begging to be discovered and traversed. Unlike our favorite pocket monster game from the past, we don't begin our story with any kind of starter pal, nor is there any kind of professor walking us through this new adventure. Instead, we're met with a tutorial that slowly allows us to build up a base, catch our first pal, and not be afraid to push the envelope in how far we stray from the starting point. There are three main difficulties to choose from: easy, normal, and hard, each one varying by how much we lose upon death and how much experience we gain with every task we commit to. We are also given the option to customize our difficulty with specific figures, may it be our experience rate, our catch rate, or anything else in between. Palworld can be played either in single player or with up to 3 of your friends who can join your guild and work as one to build up your base, catch pals with pal spheres, and assist in bringing in more resources to further progress not just in the base, but in the world as a whole. The game, just like Pokemon, has shiny variants of pals that are larger and have better skills to help you in combat against bosses, elites, other pals that you want to catch, and even faction leaders. Palworld is riddled with secret dungeons, hidden treasure chests, and random loot that you can find to help you in your journey. I myself have invested roughly about 20 hours so far, and I must say I am hooked. I feel as though I'm reliving my youth, filling my days head buried in the Game Boy, trying to beat the next gym leader or catch that elusive shiny Pokemon. All the amazing benefits and factors that truly bring Palworld up in the ranks of games aside, we can't ignore the issues we sometimes stumble upon. I understand that this game is a game preview, and I appreciate the fact that developers at Pocket Pair put a notice when you begin the game warning you that there might be crashes and there might be bugs, as the game is still in its infancy. But the main problem is the server connection. Perhaps it's because of the growing popularity of Palworld, because the servers on consoles are struggling to keep up with the player base. Joining a session with friends becomes almost impossible because of an error message that blocks you out, forcing you to resort to either restarting the game or the entire console. Once you do manage to get in the game with your friends, may it be 1 or 3, we do come across the issue of game crashing, as well as rubber banding during combat and or crucial moments that need focus. Again, we are talking about a game preview. Although it may have cost $30, it is still just a game preview, which leads the mind to wonder about all the possibilities and potential for this game to have in the future. After a few hours of gameplay, we are lulled into a calm environment that engulfs you in finding the next shiny, or even catching a syndicate member, which are human enemies. As far as human NPCs in the game, we do have quite a few. From traveling traders, police that make sure you don't engage in combat with peaceful civilians, as well as syndicate members, and even faction leaders. I know what everyone is thinking. What about the guns? All the guns? Well, we don't truly start with any kind of weapon except tools that you can use as weapons. The guns are unlocked later on in the game as you level up, somewhere around the level 20 region. There is a vast array of weaponry, from assault rifles all the way up to rocket launchers. Some pals can even use weapons as well, or can be used as a weapon. Overall, Palworld is something more than just a game preview. It's a preview of an intricate and beautiful gem. Palworld is absolutely worth the time and money that you invest. This journey is one you should go on. Stay tuned for more videos going over shiny pals, rare pals, and captivating battles that we will go on. Check out our live stream on Twitch as well as YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and until next time, so long.